6.5 hours. 6.5 hours. Alright guys, now it's time for yet another infusion. Sacrifice them all. Here's the blood trails to prove my point. Also, I picked up a bunch of new items. Since, you know, I'm Mr. Moneybags, I can afford the upkeep on these things. But regardless, check the body, it's doing fine. Got everything. The sadness is at 600, it's in that frickin' range. Everything else is in the 300s where it needs to be. So without further ado, let's infuse it. God damn it, I frickin' left. There we go. Here we go. Fingers crossed. Yes. 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 Come on. Give Daddy what he wants. The girl suffers from a deep depression fog. Always in a corner, crying for no apparent reason, she stops only when her tears run out. Foss tries to talk to and entertain her, but she does not respond. She eventually locks herself in a room so she can wallow in her sorrow. Without Foss's interference, unable to take it anymore, Foss breaks the door open, which only makes the girl cry even louder. Foss comes to consider the experiment a failure. Of course. I think I should raise her soul with a different dominant affinity. Oh. So sadness is wrong as well. Ha 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 ha. Great. So what's left is, he hasn't said no to anger yet, because I've never had it in like that sweet spot. Have I? I'm not certain. But yeah, fear's what we're gonna work on next, I guess. Oh boy. So yeah. Yet another failed infusion. I'll cut to the next one. It's gonna be fucking hours away, but I'm gonna cut to it. But hours? Probably not hours. Half an hour, 45 minutes, at least an hour, maybe. Regardless, bye. Alright guys, fear is at 815. The rest are all at 300. It's time to infuse. Camera. Fingers crossed once more. Please. As her eyes open, she jumps backwards and falls down. She trembles uncontrollably on the floor. It is clear that she is hysterically frightened by Frost's presence. Paranoid about everything, she continually tries to escape. However, the fear which consumes her foils her every attempt. Frost ends up keeping her in a cage while he attempts to think of a solution to her phobia. Sadly, he does not find one. He considers the experiment a failure. Another similar result. Okay, I guess the only thing I have left to try is this anger range. This little range, the little range of 20 right there. That's all I got. That's all I got. Fingers crossed. Fingers fucking crossed this next run is the one. Don't know how much more of this I could take. Cause like I'm cutting like a half an hour of fucking. It took me like a half an hour just to go through the next fucking month. It's just. I do enjoy playing this game, which is why I'm still keeping up with it. I could have stopped a long time ago. But it is enjoyable. The problem becomes. That's just, you know, for actually making videos, there's so much that I end up cutting out. So it's like I've pretty much end up spending all day playing this, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but you know, there's other things I'd like to do with my day. But anyway, I'll cut to the next infusion. Yeah, alright, another half an hour has gone by, and here we are. Anger is at 775, the rest are all around 300. It's infusion time. Let's go. Like, I don't know what I'll do if this doesn't work. Because, like, I've done everything else. Everything else I possibly could. I don't know what else I could try. Honestly, at this point, kind of out of ideas. But, who knows? Maybe this will work. Or maybe he'll realize none of his experiments can work. Well, what do you know? It doesn't work. Ah, shocker. What? The correct number of affinities? What? Is it the fear one? Because that's the range I didn't get into. Well, we'll see in the next half hour, won't we? Alright, we have the fear set to 635 within the range of 628 to 668. It's right in the range. And we got the rest of these three all in the 300s. Ugh. For the love of all those fucking holy, please. Please. I've been recording for 6 hours and like half of that footage is actually usable. For the love of God. Something, please. Motherfucker, she's a ha ha ha. What combination? What combination? Fucking tell me. 'Cause it's not that. It's not that. Wasn't that. What? Was it sadness? No, I'm pretty sure I did that one. I'm pretty sure I did that one. I'm almost positive I did that one. Big think. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Gonna pause it again. I'm gonna fucking watch back the footage. Because I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Yes, the sadness was at 600. I had it to where the sadness was at 600. It was in that fucking range. You can't tell me it wasn't. Bro, I watched back the footage. I watched back the footage, and I already did one where the fucking sadness was at 600. I know I've done the one at the joy one. I know I've done the anger one, and now I've done the fear one. I've hit all those specific little zones. I've hit all of them. All of them. Alright, what am I supposed to do? Now I'm going to Google and I'm looking up a fucking walkthrough because fuck you. This guy just says find the right fucking combination. That's all it says. That's all it says. Infuse the soul with the correct affinities. Well, what the fuck? The fuck do you want me to do? What is this game asking for? I don't know. This doesn't tell me anything. This doesn't, it just says follow the fucking numbers. Well, Jesus fucking Christ, were it that easy? I don't know. After the failed infuse, when you follow the bug, the wrong amount of ratio will get scratched out. Possible amount. Basically follow the book. Basically follow the book. Basically follow the book. That's what it says. It just says basically follow the book. This fucking snot-nosed smarmy ass motherfucking bullshit is just say, hey, follow the book. That's just wonderful. Hey, follow the book. Hey you, idiot. Follow the fucking book. Thanks, game. Not even the game. Thanks, guide. Fucking guide. Guide strap just says, follow the book. That's all it says. All it says is just, follow the book. Well, I'm looking at the book. And I've followed it. Motherfucker, have I followed it. But I'll give it one last shot. Because I did the one where it's like everything's like kind of the same. Which I'm guessing is gonna happen now. Maybe it won't. Maybe it won't. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? Who knows? I sure as fuck don't. I sure as fuck don't know. I don't know what's happening anymore. This is horse shit. I'm pissed. Because now I gotta waste another fucking half an hour. It has been 6.5 hours. I've been sitting here recording this fucking game for 6.5 hours. And fucking look can you see that on my watch? Can you see that? Look at that. 2:56. That's how much fucking usable footage I have. 3 hours. Not even a full 3 hours. Not even a full 3 hours. Because I've wasted so much goddamn time going back and forth between all this shit. I'm losing my fucking mind here. I think I already lost it, quite honestly. 6.5 hours. 6.5 hours. And not even half of that footage is going in the fucking videos. And now I have to waste another at least half an hour, maybe even more. Because fuck. I'll cut to the next infusion, I guess. Bye. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. I'm sorry, there seem to be some birds going apeshit outside my window right now. Kinda distracted me. Can I help you, sir? Go away. Thank you. Bye-bye. As I was saying, I've done it. Everything is in optimal range. Joy, 750. Sadness, 615. Fear, 635. Anger, 800. It falls all within the perfect ranges. It's perfect. It can't get any better than this. It is the best it will get. If this, I swear to fucking God, if this is not it, if this is not the final moment, I'm done. Regardless, this is it. This is the final infusion. Whether it's the end of the game or not, that is entirely up to the game itself. But I've gone as far as I can go. We are sitting on 7 hours. Been recording for 7 hours. 3 hours of that is usable footage that I will actually be putting into the videos. It's been a fucking ride. But anyway. No time to lose. Wrong button. My bad. I will treat her once more, so she is at maximum freshness. And whatever happens, will happen. The ritual has ended, but nothing seems to change. Her body's still rigid, just as Faust thinks all hope is lost. Her fingers twitch a little. Faust's anticipation reignites his confidence. A moment later, her eyes blink and a moan escapes her mouth. Slowly she utters, Father? Unable to believe his eyes and ears, Faust kneels and cries in overwhelming ecstasy. They embrace each other for an endless time. Faust's mind wanders. All he has been through, everything he has suffered, the whole tragedy of his life, none of it matters anymore. He wants only to enjoy the moment, till a sharp object pierces him. Oh, she kills him. Faust falls down to the floor, blood spilling out around him. What has happened? Anxious and scared, he looks up to where his daughter is standing over him. No. 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 It's not possible. How can this be? The moment she crouches down and takes hold of his head, Faust can clearly see her eyes. They are not Arya's. They belong to the Master Warlock, disguised as Arya. He chuckles as he lets Faust plunge into the pool of his own blood. The Master Warlock speaks magical incantations, whilst Faust's consciousness began to fade out. He can barely feel his own body. A faint voice rings through the room. Hello, old friend. It seems so distant. Faust feels so light, almost as if he is floating, as if some magical force is pulling him up. Then everything goes bright. His time has come, he knows it, but he is not ready. Not until he puts everything in the right place. So weak, so tired. Faust does not want to wake up yet, but someone keeps shaking his body slowly. He opens his eyes. It is a woman. Knowing she is no angel, Faust realizes he is still alive after all. Are you seriously going with it was all a fucking dream? But what for? The Master Warlock took everything away from him. Even his body is not his own. Nevertheless, the woman is tending his wounds, preserving his body. Her care instills some spirit into him once more. To repay his debt, Faust helps her with his alchemy and sorcery skills. With homunculi in her shop, it becomes the most successful business in the village. Left with only one reason to live, Faust plots how to exact revenge on the Master Warlock, but he is nowhere to be found. No one has even heard rumors of his whereabouts. Faust knows he will show up eventually, that he must be prepared. Faust sets out on a journey to hone his magical power. After years of study and effort, he becomes a truly powerful wizard himself. His fame spreads across the country. People start referring to him as the Master Warlock. At that moment, a bolt of lightning strikes his mind. He remembers that he has never forgotten how the Master Warlock tricked him, and how the Master Warlock took his daughter's soul. He remembers how he hates the Master Warlock. Now he realizes that he himself is the Master Warlock. He has unmatched power, immense knowledge of alchemy and dark magic. However, his life will soon end. Finally, he understands why the Master Warlock took his body. He understands why the Master Warlock put him through hell. Realizing this truth, he now has to choose. Will he bring misery to his past self to maintain his power and wealth? Or will he let young Faust live with his family and achieve happiness? With more time, he is convinced that he can keep his power and wealth while he's still being able to save his own family. Jesus, fuck that up. He only needs to ensure that he can prolong his life, to ensure that his life will be written the way it was before. He starts his gambit. He contacts his old friend and savior to set the plan in motion. Slowly but surely, the story is rewritten. He needs to make sure that Faust is mentally broken. He starts by poisoning his wife. Then he takes away his daughter. He uses both the wife's and daughter's souls to strengthen his own weak soul. Then he continues his act, thinking he can save time and extract young Faust's soul after the devastating event. But Faust's will to live is too strong. It is then he realizes that young Faust has gone insane, but not because he lost his loved ones. Instead, it is because of the hatred that Faust has for himself, the Master Warlock. He now understands that his drive to move forward is not fueled by care for his family, but by his ego at being tricked. His failed attempts to extract young Faust's soul has made his power weak. He has only enough energy for one more extraction. He places Faust's daughter's body on the bed, prepares to extract his own soul. To ensure young Faust will take care of his soul, he erases Faust's memory of the past 2 years and puts a spell on young Faust's book to give him direction and purpose. Then he extracts his own soul into the chamber. Young Faust wakes up, not knowing that a circle of damnation will repeat itself. And... What the